What's up, guys? Coach Colton here. Hope you guys are having an amazing day today. Just want to do a quick video. It's been a while since I've done one of these for you, and it's back to school time, so I figure what time is better. Summertime, a lot of our students take a little bit of a break. They travel. They're not as consistent with their training, unless, of course, you're in our summer camp program, and then you're very consistent. You're all here every day. But when summer kind of ends and school hits back, it's a big shift for a lot of our students every year. And of course, we have families that are changing jobs, kids going to new schools. Maybe you just moved here and you're a new student with us. We want to make sure that the school year is off to a great start and kind of give our kids the best chance for success. And I think there's really 5 tips. So I just wanted to do a quick video today. If you're a longtime student with us, you probably are doing some of these things already. Maybe we kind of slip in and out of doing these things. But I find that the more consistent we can be with doing these 5 things, the better the chance we have of just having a great school year with our kiddos on and off the mats, the better chance they have of reaching their goals. So let's hit these 5 things really quick and just go through them. Try to make the video as quick and as straight to the point as possible. Number 1, if you're a new student and you do not have our student app yet, download it, okay? It is a big, big, big deal. Our Spark Student app is where you're going to find all of the news and announcements. You can message the coach with any questions. There's training videos where your child can practice at home. It is our one-stop shop, and nothing is going to affect your child more as far as their goals in the program if you don't know when things are happening. And you'd be amazed. We announce it in class. We put it on the bulletin board in the lobby. It's on the app. I make videos about it here. It's everywhere. We post these things. But every year when I have a kind of a, what do you call the word survey. When I have a survey with my parents, I would say, hey, coach, I feel like I don't know when things are going on. And it's all right here on the student app. Check it out. It's going to tell you when their belt testing is, when promotions, any special seminars, parents' night out, tournaments. It's all here on the app. So download the app, learn how to use it. It is your number one sidekick, other than the coaches, of course, in helping your student get to where they need to be and putting things out in your calendar. I know life gets hectic. Put it on your calendar. Make sure you know when things are happening here at the Academy. If you have any questions, send us a little message. I'm more than happy to talk to you before or after class. Sometimes you guys are rushing. You may not have time. Don't be afraid to talk to Ms. Keenan at the front. Ask her, see when things are going on. Number 2, create a schedule for your child, okay? We have a flexible schedule on our end. We have all of our classes available Monday through Friday. There's at least one time every day where your child is going to have a class availability. On our end, we have it flexible for you guys, so you can come in whatever day of the week works best. But the science is there. My own just observations are there. Families that come up with a routine for their child are going to be more successful. Make sure week 1, week 2 of school, your child is sticking to a routine, going to bed on time, waking up on time, taking the homework out, getting it done, going to martial arts on specific days of the week. It's kind of like meal prepping, right? Or whatever have you, working out. You've got to come up with a plan. If it's chaotic, your child's going to pick up on that. Oh, there's no accountability. Okay, sometimes I do my homework right when I get home. Sometimes I do my homework right before bed. Sometimes I'm doing my homework in the morning before school. Or they're not checking, or I'm not responsible for this, that, the other. Make sure you come up with a schedule where your child can be the most successful possible. Number 3, if you get off of schedule, of course, attend the makeup lessons. But sometimes you get really off schedule. Life is crazy. Someone's sick. You go out of town, vacation, holiday. If you feel like your child's falling behind, schedule a makeup lesson. Okay, these makeup lessons can be scheduled one-on-one with a coach during the week, on Saturdays even. Any student who misses 4 classes can schedule a free makeup lesson. No cost to you at all. We just trade your 4 missed classes for a private lesson with a coach. And we have additional private lessons that you can sign up for and pay for. But this one's absolutely free on us. You've already paid for the lessons and your monthly dues. You missed the classes. You're struggling to make them up by coming to the additional group sessions. Testing is around the corner. So instead, hit us up and schedule your free private lesson, okay? This is a great tool to get kids back on track. If testing's around the corner, they've been kind of spotty with their attendance, make sure you get them in for that private lesson. Because other than moving, a big problem that causes students to want to quit and give up is when they feel like they don't have a fair shot at reaching their goals, okay? Now, if they're trying and they're failing, we've got work to do. That's something different. That's more of a perseverance, not giving up kind of a thing. But if they're not coming to class enough, they see everyone else getting striped up, they're passing their test, and they feel like, man, I'm just as good as them. Why am I not progressing that same way? That's a consistency issue. And that can be solved by making up their classes and coming to private lessons and having that schedule. So you see all these things, these tips, they're all coming together because it comes to number 4, stay in touch with your child's goals. Every child in the program has the same goals, okay? Getting their first belt. If they're not in early skills, getting to the second level class, right? Getting to the black belt, short-term goals, long-term goals, midterm goals. Every student has the same goals, right? And these are just symbolic manifestations of what your goals are for them, which is getting those skill levels up. You're looking for an activity, dynamic for your child, high energy, fun, where they're also accruing life skills, things like focus and confidence and discipline and respect and all of these things that are important to you as their family to help them at school and in their personal life and their personal development. And the belts and stripes and, moving up from program to program, those are symbols of that, so that them know that we're proud of them and that we see that they're reaching those goals. Because how can you measure focus and discipline? There's not like a ruler for that. There's not a thermometer for that. We use that as kind of our ruler or thermometer. Hey, you were able to do X, Y, or Z. Boom, here's your reward for that. And it gives the kids a very clear feedback on that. And so if they're not getting that consistent feedback, if they're not coming to class consistently, if they're missing their stripe testing, if they're missing their belt testing, they don't understand the goals, it's going to make the whole system cattywampus, totally get it off. So make sure staying on schedule, scheduling up those makeup lessons, you're in tune with when things are happening on the app, and that you talk to your kid about their goals. Talk to your student. If they're missing their red stripe, hey, Johnny, next week, red stripe when we come to class, boom, 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 right? They have to understand the path. And I like the belt system, uniform system, because even young kids, they can see the path. Oh, the kid at the front of the line, she's wearing a red belt. I'm a white belt. They're doing really good. I want to do as good as, and they can kind of see themselves. They can see a version of themselves possibly a year from now, 6 months from now, when they have those finer skills, right? And you can really see it if you're a parent, you're looking on the bleachers, looking from one class to the other class. A lot of the times we have our beginner and our more advanced classes happening at the same time. Look at how the formations are going. Look at how, the focus is going, which class is sitting, like a black belt focus. You're going to see a stark difference, right? And that's why it's our goal to get everyone from that first class up to that other class where they're around other peers, but they're also focused, trying their best on top of it. And lastly, just communicate with the coaches. This is a big one. If you're rushing, I understand it can be difficult to catch them before or after class. The big tool we use here is our Spark student app. There's a messaging system in there. And when you message, it goes to the coaches, everybody, okay, through the app. Let us know what's going well. Let's go what's not going well. If we don't know, we can't assist and be that tag team partner that the program is supposed to be. So if we know that the homework's getting done, or that they're getting bullied at school, or they stood up to a bully, or the room's been getting cleaned lately really well, or whatever the challenge is for your specific child and their age, if we know about the progress with that, we can kind of twist the experience a little bit and make sure it is very specific for them, and make sure that they're getting exactly what they should be getting, and reinforcing. They're saying, hey, I heard you made principal's list. Good job. Or, hey, I heard that you've been getting, bullied on the school bus each day. What's going on with that? And just kind of communicating with them and making sure that they know that we're 360 degrees around them, helping them out with whatever they need to really go to that next level. And if you can talk to a coach before or after class, great if you have that time. But if not, message us on the app. Really, really important that we do that. So again, quick recap, download the app if you don't have it. Make a list of your students' goals, keep up with them, help them with those goals, schedule any makeup lessons that you might have missed, communicate with the coaches about those goals, and then also keep up with what's going on in the app and knowing what's happening. We have early testing. I get questions about this a lot. Hey, I can't make it this day. Can I test again another day? Negative. To make the goals make sense for the kids and make sure that they understand this is the requirement, this is what you have to do, and hold them to that high standard. And that's really what it is. It's positive reinforcement, but when they create the standard, I don't want to reward anything less than that. I want them to rise to the standard, show me how awesome they are, exceed the standard even, and we get rewarded and we have an awesome kid, and it's win-win, right? But if they don't know what's going on with that, that can be a problem, okay? So you've got to really make sure that they understand, hey, this is when we're testing. This is the testing date. If you can't test then, or you can test early, but these are the only 2 dates that we're testing. We're not testing a week later. We're not testing middle of the week. We're not testing. These are the 2 testing dates. These are the promotion dates. That's it. So you have your stuff together. You make it. If not, okay, you do the next one 8 weeks from now. And it really just helps them hold accountable. Even 5, 6, 7 years old. Some parents go, oh, Coach Cole, they don't understand, they're too young. No, they understand. They understand how many times they can push your buttons before you get onto them. They understand, hey, you told them not to touch stuff at the store. Usually mom doesn't get onto me until I touch things 3 times. They'll touch things 3 times every time. You hold them to a higher standard. You say, hey, you touch things 1 time at the store without asking X, Y, and Z. All of a sudden, you're going to see a change. So we just have to find out that standard, hold the standard, be consistent, because when we're inconsistent, they're inconsistent. And I have a great feeling about the rest of the school year. I have a great feeling about a lot of the students and their families and the goals that I'm seeing on the mat. I can't wait to attack them this year and have a lot of fun events planned. And if you need anything, send me a message through the app, call, talk to me at the front desk, message me on Facebook. Hope you guys have a great day. Thank you for listening. Bye, everybody.